Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and I've got an emergency warning to everybody listening, and I believe today is as good a day as any to issue that warning. And that is this: if we continue on the path that we are on here in America, then I will guarantee you that the America you know and love will end. And it's going to end a lot more sooner than many of us actually realize. One day you're going to wake up and many of your favorite alternative media news outlets are going to be gone. They're going to start removing them. Not only that, but you're going to wake up to find that the education at your kids' schools, your colleges, your elementaries, your high schools are going to include more socialist, communist brainwashing than they do today. We already have a completely controlled Hollywood and Netflix, who are all controlled by radical leftists. We already have the mentality of everybody who is a Republican or a conservative or a libertarian is labeled as an automatic racist and bigot and xenophobic. And we're being labeled by organizations such as the Southern Poverty Law Center, ADL, David Barak's Media Matters, and Open Society, all these leftist radical organizations in the name of against hate, right? They're labeling us in a false way as racist and bigot and xenophobic. So they're using a platform of let's not push hate to actually push hate and lie about patriots and conservatives and Christians and libertarians in order to push a one-sided political agenda. If we don't start taking actions and get involved at our schools and our colleges, at our congressional level, then the America you know and love will be gone. This is why I encourage you guys to support alternative media. That's why I kicked off RestrictedRepublic.com with Justice Night. And right now, we've got a special going, by the way. You can get Restricted Republic for $2.99 a month for the first 2 months. This is just going to get you in the door so you can see some of the censored content and how critical it is that we are posting there. But use the code Turkey19 to get that. But again, this is why all these alternative media sites are going off of these platforms, because we're literally getting censored into oblivion. Let me just show you some of their latest tactics here. Check out this article on greenwichtime.com. The Silicon 6 spread propaganda. It's time to regulate social media sites. And here it is on Infowars.com. ADL launches hostile takeover against Silicon Valley's Big Six. And Infowars.com, ADL calls for arrest of Mark Zuckerberg and planetary purge of free speech, acting as a mouthpiece for the deep state. And the ADL has issued a list of terrorist demands to big tech: surrender or be destroyed. Now, those articles were referencing a speech by the comedian Sacha Cohen, who basically went up on the ADL and gave the most Hitlerian speech I have ever heard to date. Basically, in the name of being against anti-Semitism, and I'm against anti-Semitism, I'm against anti-Muslim, I'm against being anti-Christian or anti-Catholic or anti-white or black or blue, whatever color you are, everybody's equal in the eyes of God, right? No matter what race, religion, or creed. That's where I stand. But here he is, the comedian, standing up on the platform and telling big tech organizations, you better censor my political opposition. And if you don't, I'm calling for your arrest. This is why I've called the emergency warning. Just how much more intense the rhetoric is getting. And again, I'm going to expand on, Sacha Cohen's what he said at the ADL. I'm going to do that on Restricted Republic. So if you want more information, I'll give it to you there. But in the meantime, he literally praised Antifa as a good organization who was allowed to thrive. But if you're a Trump supporter or supported Alex Jones or had beliefs along those lines, then you don't have a right to any freedom of speech, and we should be taken off the platform. And by the way, all the big six organizations are already censoring us into oblivion. And now he's saying if you don't completely remove them, we should have you arrested. If the leftist groups succeed, there will be no more America. There will be no more of your favorite people online. You won't hear them anymore. They will be gone. Again, we got to start supporting them. Things are getting crazy, and leftist politics are literally spreading like a virus, so much so. But let me just show you some of the crazy crap that's being pushed everywhere. Take a look at this article, TruePundit.com. Progressive magazine editor encourages people to have sex with HIV-positive partners. TruePundit.com. Millennialists want to ban Secret Santa because it gives them anxiety. Newsbusters.org. CBS drama God Friended Me trashes priest who upholds biblical morality. Naturalnews.com, it's happening. Colorado Public School now requiring students to role-play child sacrifice poems as part of rape training indoctrination. Westernjournalism.com, parents irate after school goes behind their backs, exposes minors to sexually graphic content. Naturalnews.com, science teachers are told to tell students that all differences in the outcomes of people are due to bigotry and racism. It's consensus. See why I'm sounding the alarm? These are just the articles within the past couple of weeks. If I went beyond the past couple of weeks, this is intensified by 1,000. These kind of crazy things. Have sex with HIV partners, practice rape techniques. I mean, really? All in the name of conformity. And if you don't conform, well, now you're a racist and a bigot and a xenophobic, you see. So where are we headed? Well, we're headed to what China's doing. We're going to look like China one day. China, if we fast forward into the future, China is going to, what's happening there will happen here because we're on the same path. You get rid of freedom of speech, that's just the beginning because then they can do whatever they want. Here's what's happening in China right now. Take a look at this article on sgtreport.com. Arrest by algorithm. China uses artificial intelligence to flag entire groups of people for arrest, says report. Algorithm calling for the arrest of people because you read something against something the government didn't like. You read a report on vaccines. You read the ingredients on the vaccine list or whatever the case may be. Or you went to Alex Jones' InfoWars site. That's kind of what's happening in China. And before you run and hit the exit and stop supporting news here, because many people out there, and I'm gonna just be blunt, and it's not a lot of you listeners are smart enough, but many people out there are actually running the other way. Oh, if it's against the law, and it's not against the law. That's the thing. You can watch and read what you want politically. If you want to watch Alex Jones, you can. If you want to watch Louis Farrakhan, you can. If you want to watch freaking Obama or Hillary or President Trump, it doesn't matter who it is, right? Or how extreme they are, we have the right to watch them as long as they're not calling for violence. And that's not the case, right? But before there's people out there, and I'm trying to word this correctly, there's people out there who are freaking out. And as a result, they're not watching any more alternative media. They're shutting off. They're not supporting alternative media. They're not saying anything. Oh, if that's going to be held against me later, well, I'm going to just close it off. Well, how do you think they lost their freedom in the past? How do you think China is losing their freedom? Because many people ran for the exit. If we do that now, then you're part of the problem. You're part of the reason that we're going to lose our freedom. If we work together and stand up for the platforms who support freedom, no matter if they're on the left and they support freedom, support them. If they're on the right and they support freedom, support them. If they're in the middle, because there is no middle anymore, they have literally made everything a left and right issue. If you're I ain't even on the right, okay? I'm right of center. I am an average Republican. I'm not calling for any crazy junk, but yet they've put us all on the extreme right, no matter where we are. I'm a bit libertarian. I've got some libertarian views as compared to a lot of people. But yet, they've divided us and made it an issue of freedom of speech. So I want to encourage you, don't run and hide behind a bush. Start supporting those people who are speaking freedom. Because if we run, then we're just going to add to the problem. We're going to be the reason that America goes into suppression, and we can't allow that. And right now, we're all free. So don't be scared to follow those platforms that you love. Don't be scared to share the information of those people that you love and support, because that's truly what freedom is about. And if we censor ourselves into oblivion, then where does that freedom really lie? That's a question I think we all need to answer, and answer quickly. Anyhow, Please don't forget to check out my partner at Patriot Flashlight. This is available at 25% off using the code HAVEN25 right now. But this is an amazing deal and a good present for Christmas. And right now, because of Black Friday, it's cheaper than I've ever seen it. So again, 25% off using the code HAVEN25. But you can see it has USB. It's also solar powered. It's got an amazing bright light here. It's got different settings you can see there, as well as, well, if in the event of some kind of emergency, it's got those emergency lights there, as you can see. And it also has an alarm. I won't turn on the alarm for you because it's awful loud. A compass and a seatbelt if you need to break your seatbelt, or of course, if you need to crack that window there. So lots of good things involved in here, as well as a magnet. So check it out at patriotflashlight.com. Use the code HAVEN25 to get that discount. And again, it's an amazing Christmas present, and I really only sell this over the holiday season. So get it while supplies last. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning into my channel. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.